Hey, I think I'm live right now. Looks like it. Okay, awesome. I may just turn this one light on because it's going to get dark in here. So welcome everyone. Thank you for coming in, and I'll be right with you. Okay. Kind of have to do that because it's getting dark outside, as much as it was helpful with my lights. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming in. D. Thank you. You will be first. I shouldn't have put the link up so early, but it's up there now. So you guys are able to start with your donations. So basically, it's $15 and you get a basic read. So the more that you donate, the longer the reading kind of tends to be. I do my best. I don't really look at the time, though, so that's the hard thing. Make sure you're here for your reading as well. There's nothing worse than trying to sit here waiting for somebody to come in for their reading. I will most likely just do crystal ball and intuitive healing unless you're asking for cards. In which case, sometimes I'll just pull the cards out because I have the angel answer cards here too. So I will use that. Hey, Kevin. Syndra, hi. D. Johnny, hey. Thanks so much. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so I'll actually probably just have to quickly change my music. All right. All right. As much as I love it. Okay, so. All right, just 1 second, everyone. Okay.
I think first and foremost, we have to concede that we're dealing with...
Okay. Okay. So thank you for coming in so much, and I appreciate all of you. And so this is, whatever comes through. If you have a question as well, you be here when I call your name, and then you can ask me the question as I'm just about to do your reading, which is easier than trying to scroll through and find your questions as well. So I have to be pretty strong about that because we have so many people to come through. So I don't know whether I can do mediumship. I'll just have to wait and see if it comes in, and usually it does. Usually there's messages that come through. And I'll use probably my amethyst and, well, just any of my crystal balls as well. I have stuff all over my desk, so apologize. Good evening. Thank you so much. So I'll get started soon. Tomorrow night, join us if you haven't come before. Join us for our really fun, super fun auction that we have. And you'll be able to spin the wheel, that wheel that's behind me there, and win some prizes on top of whatever it is that you've won as an auction. And we try to get some interesting things into just the auctions. So there'll be normal things in the store, but with the auctions, we try to bring in different stuff. Now, I'm not exactly sure what we'll have tomorrow, but, each Saturday we do this, and it will be about 6 p.m. And then you can also, if you're listening to the readings today and you would like something more personal for yourself, I also have a special deal on for the month of October, and I can answer all questions and do a bit of a channeled recording, etc., for you for half price. So there's a discounted price on the websites. Hey, Marissa, so I'll actually find that link because I know my husband doesn't have the exact link. I'll find that link so you can keep it for later. You can pop it out into another tab and then have a read of what the deal is, okay? I also have a deal for patrons. Now, this takes about between 3 and 5 days to come back. I usually get it done for you really quickly, but depends how many there is to do. Okay. So that's the reading special. All right. So if you put in the special code 10, then you'll get 10% off that as well. So on top of it. All right. So just for you listening tonight, extra 10%. Those who are patrons, thank you so much. By becoming a patron, you also get 10% or 20% off, depending on what your tier is. And you also receive an extra bonus from me if you bring a friend into Patreon and they sign up, etc. It's $5 a month. You get free webinars and also channeling sessions with me live, not to mention free readings, etc. for the month. So thank you very much for all those who are here from there. I'll try to do this Divine Cafe. I mean, I know you guys love it, so I'll try to do it as often as I can. I was just telling my husband today, can you imagine if I took a month off of it now that everybody knows what's here? So it would be really hard. But I thank you all for being here. $15 minimum donations, intuitive healing. So please be open to receiving healing to go wherever it's needed for your highest good as well. Kevin, you'll be number 2. Okay, so what I do is I'm numbering and numbering the people, etc. So when your number comes up or your name comes up, make sure you're in the chat. I'll write your name in the chat in capital letters, and I'll wait for you to be there, but not for too long. And just be there so we can interact for your reading as well. So number 2 is Kevin. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, and as I said, be very open. This is very healing in this space. All you have to do is sort of put your hands up like this and say, I now am open to receiving healing to go wherever it's needed for my highest good. And so it is. Okay. Or amen, or whatever you want to say. And that's it. That allows you to open right up. Okay. Thank you, Desiree. So we'll see who's going to come in tonight, and also what beautiful messages might come through. Yesterday was really emotional and beautiful as well. One thing I'd also kind of want to point out, and I know that some people do this, and I, for one, won't. I'm not going to answer questions about pregnancies, okay? The reason why that shouldn't be answered is because it's always up to the soul, what it's doing, whether it's coming in or not. And sometimes, like in my early years, people used to always ask me about pregnancy, and I'd say to myself, oh, well, I'll just see what I get, what I feel about it, But it's not up to me to do that. So it's not part of my soul contract to talk about your death either, when you're going to die and all that sort of stuff. Don't do any of that sort of stuff. I don't genuinely focus on people's names either. So, for example, if someone's coming and standing next to me, I can give you a full description of what they look like and what happened to them, most likely. But names, I've actually wiped that out, because what happens is when you're trying to think about someone's names, that's what it ends up blocking or interfering with the whole message. So while I'm trying to think, oh, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? I'm sort of just blocking off my intuitive impulses, right? So I don't do any of that. Unless it's right there and it comes right to me, then I'll tell you, of course. There are certain things that I can't say live. All right. So I'm just kind of wanting you guys to understand this before we get started. There are certain things that I'm not going to mention live. So sometimes that happens while I'm in channel. And sometimes things are better off in a private message. So if something privately comes up, or if you have real private questions or whatever, it's best to just email me and get yourself a recording. So that would be the better way to do it. So here basically is all about a lot of healing. Okay. I do pick up on all of your issues within your body, etc. And then I'm able to then sort of answer your questions as well. Once we know what's going on energetically, then we can fix things as well. So what was the other thing I was going to say? I only have a certain number that I will do as well because of time. And also it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like I could probably go on for a lot of hours, but my feet, my legs won't let me. So it's not that I'm drained out or anything like that. It's just sitting for a long period of time. It's not really good for me. That's why I've got my little trampoline behind me, which you probably can't see. I have to jump on my trampoline for about 10 minutes before I sit down here to get all my circulation okay. So what we do is when your name is called, make sure you're here for your reading. I'm not going to wait around too long for people tonight. So if that happens and someone's just not here or they're driving or they're somewhere else, then I'll just give you your money back and come when you can be present, because that's only fair to me as well. So that's how we're going to do stuff. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get started in just a moment. And Dee is first, and I know she has asked about work. So I also have my candle with me. And when you have your own sphere, you want to hold it over a candle if the room's starting to get darker as well, so you can see. Thank you, Dee. I see Di, and I want to say Di. Okay. So you've asked, I just saw very quickly. I'm going to write your name in the chat anyway. All right, just so we know where we're at, your name will be written in the chat, okay? Thank you for the thumbs up, because that's going to help spread the word. Okay, so Dee has asked about a full-time job, something that pays more this month, okay? So Dee, would you like me to do cards for you, or would you like me to have a look at the crystal ball after I've tuned in for you? Let me know. Just going to get my... Okay, I'll have a look at the crystal ball. But first, of course, I'm going to close my eyes and tune in. Sometimes I'll get messages this way for you as well. Okay, dear? All right. And then we'll move on to the crystal ball. So thank you again. Here we go. Okay, Dee, so firstly, we're just allowing the angels to start to work on your energy centers, etc., because there's been a lot of worry and stress, of course. I feel like there's something to do with communication with you. So, that you need to communicate your needs clearly. What ends up happening to us is our throat chakra, it governs a lot more than what we need to say. It's actually where our divine destiny is. So if this has been damaged due to people and situations in your life, and also if it's been damaged because of things that people have said, situations that have occurred, or letdowns on your path, okay, if it's been damaged in this way, then what will end up taking place is that you won't open fully to all that can be achieved in your life. You'll just limit yourself to what can happen. So you're really being asked to declare very clearly what it is that you're actually looking for in regards to work, in regards to health, in regards to life in general, that you're really declaring this for yourself, what it is that you need, because you don't do it. What you do is you hope that things will work out well for you, and you hope that you're being looked after, and you hope that the angels are working with you. You hope all of these things, but you don't actually accept it or believe it. So in order for, you've asked about work, and for work to be paying more, and for a permanent position, etc. You need to expect nothing but that to occur, and in fact, probably better than you can imagine occurring as well. And if you can do that, then definitely there'll be something there. I'm also going to look in the crystal ball, but it's like there's a lot all around you, okay? So feel tension in the shoulders, tension in the head, just letting this go now. So the side of the head going over to the ear as well. You're afraid of failure and success. And you'll have to figure out what that means for you. So when there's things behind your energy, that's a lot of it's past or past life. And when there's things in the front, this is where you're going now, okay? So this is this communication, needing to communicate clearly what it is that you want. You need to figure this out, and then you'll get what you want, okay? So ask without a shadow of a doubt. Don't doubt anything. Stress about it. Think about it. Let it go. So thank you for the new position. Thank you for more money than I can imagine coming in, etc. Stuff like that. Okay, so just accept this healing, and we will look at the crystal ball as well. Okay. So I'm going to grab my big one. I also kind of want to look at the amethyst one as well. So I'm going to start here. Yeah, okay. So yes, I see things coming towards you, okay? There's probably more than one offer that's going to come. It's again, there's a message even with the crystal ball, there's a message of opening up a little bit more to your own self and your own abilities. I feel like there's been something hanging over your head though, okay? And sometimes that happens when there's a lot of other people involved in decisions that you need to make, or you feel the pressures of other people on the top of your head, and I can see that definitely. Okay, but at the same time, there's a lot of openings coming in your direction. I can see like an older gentleman watching over you as well. This person seems like he was pretty, he did a lot of praying, perhaps really religious. He did a lot of head down, sort of bowed, talking to the divine in his own way. And you need to know that regardless of your upbringing, that those who have passed away understand completely what's going on with you right now. And you do need that little bit of stillness to yourself. The clear quartz, just trying to get this so you all can see it. So the clear quartz is kind of talking about this overhanging energy with you. Do things for yourself, okay? Try not to lift forward. Try not to lift forward with having to have all this pressure. I didn't see that he was heavy set because I saw him sitting down. So I'm not sure. I didn't get to look at his face. He didn't come in with the first part of your reading. He came into the crystal ball. So whatever you feel, I believe this person understands now, after the fact, of course, what you've been going through and what you're dealing with. Okay, so there is a building. It's like it's a building that's actually quite big, and this is what's coming into your future. So yes, I believe that if you communicate clearly with what it is that you're truly wanting for your job, for the right job, that this is coming in for October. I do get like the 21st of October as a date, but please, it can be anything really. Make sure that you are keeping your vibration really, really high as well, right? High vibration. And you do that by eliminating all the energies that are draining you, all the people, all the situations, all the drama, all the issues, all the past. Keep on eliminating them so that you're a lighter vessel. And this is key to moving into that next level of yours, okay? Next levels of awareness. So thank you very much, Dee. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Okay. Now, and thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Kevin. Excellent. Fantastic. I always like to hear that. Perfect. All right, I'm just going to put your name in the chat, Kevin, just so if you're looking back, you can see it. Okay, so do you have a question? Hey, Judy. Thanks for coming in. It's interesting, right? Kevin, do you have a question? Or do you just want me to see what comes up? See if that button's working. Make sure your slider's all the way to the right as well. What do you need to do change to meet the right female? Okay, so no worries. What I'm going to do first is just what you saw, is I'm going to tune in, and this is the healing intuition, okay? From this, I can also receive messages. And then I'll use the crystal ball unless you want me to use cards. So just let me know in the second part what you want me to do. For the first part, and just so you know, for everyone that's watching, I use Auralite and Lemurians, and I have these available at my website. Get yourself some wands if you want to learn how to channel the high vibration as well. Okay, so for you, Kevin, I've got these and this piece of Auralite. So let's see, okay? And crystal ball. All right, thank you. All right, I'll just close my eyes. Okay, so first just be really open to receiving the healing. Remember, like I said at the beginning, to go where it's needed for your highest good. Okay, so the first thing that I do get some symptoms and sensations and stuff just to help me. And the first thing that I'm getting is there's something about your heart energy Okay, so this is where I'm going to start, is the heart energy is really big. And by that, it means that you're sort of very empathic, very open to other people's needs and wants and desires. And it's about pleasing other people a lot. Like, you'll do anything that you can to help. This has to stop. Okay, not in the way that you think though. So I'm also getting itchiness. So I'm not sure whether you've got some kind of skin thing or allergies right now, but I'm getting the itchiness. But the connection is that you have to understand your own worth, because if this is too far open, then people are just going to take advantage of it. And I think that that's what has happened to you before, is that people take advantage of your kindness, and you feel like the more often that has happened to you, the more you feel like you need to do. And that's exhausting. And it's also creating, like, people that you meet become very needy and dependent. And as much as you like to feel needed, etc., it's a frustration for you as well. So you don't mind giving it, but if you're always giving, you can become frustrated from always having to give and not being able to receive. So the biggest thing that you need to do is find acceptance in yourself, for who you are. Like, I can feel the shoulder energy, lower back, a knee, sort of a slight knee problem, energy going into one side of your temple, and the ear, which indicates, so the ear and your nose are going to indicate to me the heart. So the heart in itself just being a little bit irritated as well as an organ. So there's a little bit of, I want to say swelling, but that's not the right word, like fluid or something going on there. Just be open just for one moment as this healing comes through for you. I believe there's something with the nervous system as well. I'm sort of seeing this firing off, and sometimes that happens when someone's in pain. So I'm just going to hope to clear this out now. Okay, and stiffness in the shoulder and up into the neck on the right side is definitely causing issues. So it feels like there is a female that is coming in for you as well, Kevin. Possibly your mother. Again, I just feel the nurturing energy. For some people, someone who's like a mother, it might be an aunt or grandmother as well, but mother. And it feels like this person that's here for you, is coming forward, is in a sense asking for you to let go of feeling like you always had to prove yourself in some way. And that feels like me saying that feels like a release a little bit, okay? Maybe this person made you feel like you had to do more all the time, or made you feel like you weren't good enough in some way or whatever. But they want you to let go of that. Because, again, on the other side of the veil, they have a complete understanding of where they go, where they went wrong, and things that they were supposed to be doing, things that they were supposed to be shifting, etc. And there's this feeling like you needing to let go of the past and start, as a fresh page, and that you're doing a really good job as well. I just feel this heaviness in the chest and lungs when I think about this person. This person standing there with a heavy, chest area. Okay. All right. So let's just see what else. Definitely lower back. Let's just see what else. And that comes from, lower back, etc. comes a lot from our responsibilities also with money. Okay. So that comes in. All right. I will look at the crystal ball. I'm actually going to look at my rose quartz crystal ball. And again, you can get these at my website, rockandgems.com. Okay. All right. So, Kevin. So I really feel like this desire of yours to, find the right female, to be in the right place, to be in the right position, it's really close. Okay. Again, like I feel that these messages and these readings, etc., are super healing for people, right? More healing than you realize. And by acknowledging or being honest with yourself in certain ways, you bring forth the new energy into your life. So who you were before you came on tonight is going to be different to who you are when you leave, which creates different circumstances. Okay. So I feel like this is really close, and it's like you're reaching for the right energy, around you as well. You're going to have to be able to talk, in any situation. So communication is going to be key for sure. You're going to have to be able to have similar interests also, and be able to connect on many different levels, maybe not just, emotionally or physically or whatever. So things are going to be changing. Situations are going to be shifting for you in many ways. And I feel like you have the energy of the angels surrounding you, connecting with you, and helping you to open up a little bit more to all that you can be yourself. I think you need to give yourself a little bit of credit. Give yourself credit. Give yourself, like you should be proud of yourself and your own achievements, what you've been able to achieve despite so many things that have happened to you as well. And, you're going to be rewarded for those things also in many different ways. Also, if you wanted a change of location, it feels like that might be an opportunity for you if you want it as well. And it's funny, when I'm looking into the crystal ball, I see the world card. It's like in tarot, and it comes up, and that shows a completion. So there's going to be like you're coming full circle in your life, coming into a place of completion and of one way of life, and into a new way of life for yourself as well. Wow. Okay, so just adjust that little bit about how you see yourself. You don't have to do all of the work. It's got to be very balanced in your relationship, or it never works. So when you just tell yourself that you're enough, there's someone out there that will see all of those attributes that you have and really appreciate you, then you can spoil each other, which is awesome. It's so much more fun. So that's what me and my husband do, for sure. It's like we're always, having so much fun and spoiling each other for sure. Okay? So there we go. It's closer than you think. Okay? So hopefully that was helpful for you as well. Awesome. Okay, thank you. All right, everybody. You're welcome. So hopefully that's helpful to you as well. Okay. So if anybody would like, perfect, thank you. So if anybody would like a slot, I still have a few left, okay? I actually forgot to link this over as well, so I'll just link this. All right, so just one moment, everyone. So, whoops. Oh, I may have linked it earlier. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay, so I am going to also just light some sage right now. All right. And wait, because I think there's a few people that are coming in. And we'll see how they go. So I recommend for all of you, after you've had a reading, make sure you drink a lot of water and go ahead and sage yourself. Bring in the new energy as well. As things begin to shift and change, you want to keep your energy nice and clean and clear as well. Hi, Marianne. Thanks for coming in. Plenty of places open if anyone wants a reading to donate. I'm up to date right now, so whoever wants one will be next. And everyone can have some sage. All right. Hey, Dana. Thanks so much for being here. Hope everyone's happy and well. Dana, have you got your stuff yet? I really want you to get your Dana mix. Let me just check. 1 second. Be able to see when it's coming. So not yet. Okay. So everybody, Dana got some of my oil made up for her, but I made her own mix, and I can do that for you as well. Make you a custom mix for yourself. It's supposed to be coming tomorrow. All right. I love it. I can't wait for you to get it and try it as well. Whoops. Okay. All right. Okay, so how are we going, everybody? Yeah, I let Bobby smell it when I was making it. I put it on my hand. I'm like, smell this. This is for Dana. And he's like, oh, I love it. So you'll like it, hopefully. It's got some pretty cool stuff. Now, this particular oil you can use all over your face and things. It's actually really good for your skin. So you can just rub it in at night before bed as well. Awesome. So we're just seeing, I don't know whether everyone's got my link on Facebook. That's the thing. See who comes in. Not, I might just pull some cards. Okay, so that's the live there. Let's have a look here. Okay, so share now. All right. Okay, so switch that one. Okay, so my husband just put up a post. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Happy first of the month to everybody as well. So there was something else that we needed to remember was today to set 3 intentions for October. So 3 things that you want to achieve. On the 6th, I will be back for new moon readings. Now, the new moon is going to be in Libra as well. Then on the 7th, we have Venus entering Sagittarius, which brings optimism in love and values and inspires us to step out of our comfort zone. On the 18th, retrograde will be over, thank God. We have the full blood moon in Aries on the 20th, and then we move into Scorpio season. And the 30th, we have Mars entering Scorpio. So the fire of desire is lit as well. So we have a lot of stuff going on for October. And here we'll actually be doing on the 30th. So keep that on your calendar. We'll have a big, fun, probably auction readings, all kinds of stuff, and we'll be dressed up. So we will do a whole Halloween special as well. My husband and I have a little bit of fun also. So pretty awesome. Okay, so here we go. All right, so anybody would like a reading, it's open. Okay, that's why I'm not doing any right now, because I know. I will wait around for a little while. So this morning, So this morning, if you didn't see my Facebook thing, but this morning there had to have been 1,000 blackbirds. Hey, Smokey Wisdom. There had to have been 1,000 blackbirds out in the garden, and they were making so much noise that you could hear it over the TV. The dogs were just in shock. And what happened is that we went outside and they were all in the tree out in the backyard, and there was 1,000 of them, and then they made all this noise, and then they all flew off together, but then they flew in this big flock and went around in circles and stuff. And the last time that happened was in June or at the end of May. And then the next day I got the phone call, about my dad being unwell. So here they were again. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to see what happens. Also, could have just been a sign. That's the first of the month, right? So anybody would like readings, go ahead and use the donation link above. I'll hang around for a little while, but if no one's interested tonight, that's fine. Means an early night for me. But I'm not sure when I'm going to be back for Divine Cafe. Tomorrow we're going to be here for the auction, of course, tomorrow about 6 p.m. But, the black crackles, it just feels, I don't know. We've got a few people in mind when we saw that this morning, it could be, and I never like to think about that, but it could be. It felt like more than 200, there was 1,000 of them. That's what I think. As well. But we just remain positive. So it's a $15 donation. Okay. You get intuitive healing. I close my eyes and tune right in. And you also get messages, etc. And also you get to use the crystal ball or cards. So yeah, so it's $15 minimum donation. The link's above in the type there, in the pinned comments, and it'll give you an option of what one to choose. So there we go. Willy Wagtails, yeah. That used to happen to me when I was in Australia, for sure. I actually have, a wren, a tattoo of a blue fairy wren from Western Australia. And they came, after my brother died. So it's kind of like it's a thing with me with birds and a lot of them and changes, things happening for sure. Yep. So thank you for the thumbs up for all of you that are here. I wish I could give myself a thumbs up, but I can't. But thanks for all of you being here as well. Yeah, so if you do purchase, a reading, which is unusual that it's this quiet on Friday night, but put done in the comments so I know that you're there. And then when I call out your name, away we go. Awesome. Okay. All right, so Sarah? Okay, Sarah, no worries. I'll put your name down here. Do you have a question? Okay. Sometimes it just starts happening real quick. Sarah? Thanks so much for coming in. So you're next on the list. I'm just going to put your name down. Okay. Okay, so what's your question? No, it's regarding your relationship, but what's the actual question? Elise, you will be number 4. Okay. So you'll be after Sarah, okay, Elise? So just wait for your name. Sarah. So and D, you'll be number 5, okay? All right, Sarah. So you just, when you're ready, Sarah, just let me know what. Okay, here it is. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Sarah. All right. I will tune right in. Just one moment. One moment, everyone. Okay, one moment. All right, Sarah, I'm going to tune in for you. okay, this is the way that I can connect with angels, of course, for messages for you. I'm going to tune in with my crystals and my Lemurians, of course, and then we will see if you want me to do cards or crystal ball at the end. We'll do that, okay? So just be open. Let's go. Okay, Sarah. So with this relationship situation, etc., I'm just going to see how things are affecting you, okay? It can be difficult when we're talking about your partner and they don't have permission. So what I can see about this is that you feel that there's something that you're not being told. So you feel like that something's being kept from you, and you feel frustrated with that. I'm sort of also just sensing that there's a lot of misunderstandings, of course, and you feel misunderstood in the whole situation as well. There's something that you're feeling, that you're being like you have a feeling that there's deception, okay? And I feel like this has happened to you before as well. And I get the sensation in my ear, and sometimes that happens when someone's been telling you stuff as well, or maybe you're listening to somebody else, okay? Does this make sense to you also, Sarah? I just want to make sure that this is making sense to you before I keep going. But I will keep going now, just anyway, physically. So feedback while I'm doing the reading is really good. It's helpful as well. I know no news is good news. Yeah, so this is the issue. The issue is that there's a misunderstanding, that you have a feeling something's not quite right, and you don't feel like you're being told everything. And this is making you feel uneasy. It's making you feel uncomfortable. It's causing a lot of stress in your minds with different scenarios going around a lot of the time. And when I'm in this energy, I'm feeling like there's pressure from somebody else also, okay? So I feel like maybe you tell someone, you're explaining it to somebody, or maybe you've had readings before or something, and what can happen is a bug can be planted, It's like someone tells you something and it's like, oh God, it could be this or it could be that, and you start overthinking the whole thing as well. Trust issues, yeah. Makes me feel worried and stressed regarding it. Yeah, so that's the thing, is that it's really for both of you. So hang on just 1 second. So Sarah, so even though you're saying it's on you, it makes you feel worried and stressed regarding it, that he doesn't trust, right? So it's actually both of you, though, as I said, where you're then in turn feeling this. So he's feeling this way, or he's worried that this is going to happen, or he's worried that that's going to happen. And then you're like, well, why is he worried that that's going to happen? Is he doing something? Do you see what I'm saying? So there's too much of the worry going on, and it's unfounded, obviously, right? It's just not necessary. So it's something that needs to be healed with, where, you decide that whatever's happened before, or whoever's been in the past, or whatever situation has taken place, that's where it belongs, is behind you. And if you're going to step forward together, that you're working together with growing together. Because if you're not, it's all of that insensitive comments or insecurity will continue. And sometimes what happens with guys especially is that so what happens with guys is when they have a pretty girlfriend, they have someone that's attractive in their life, they're like not sure about it. It's like there's most men that want to have an attractive partner, right? And sometimes when they get one, they're like, okay, what does this mean? Like, and it's like, well, didn't you ask or manifest the right person? And there they are. And now you're unsure whether it's real or not because you feel crap about yourself. So that insecurity, and it happens to both of you in a way, can really sabotage the relationship. You can just say, well, it can't be right because they're with me, and why are they with me? And they just talk themselves out of being happy, right? And that's what ends up happening, sadly, in a lot of people that find themselves really connected to each other, but then all of the things that have happened before are still there. They haven't dealt with it. They haven't dealt with the past, etc. So the only thing that you can do, apart from standing on your head trying to reassure them that everything's cool, is to just be yourself. Understand that if you have the right if you decide that you both want to have this relationship and you want to see where it goes and go from here and connect, etc., if you decide that you're going to keep on moving forward, right, then whatever has happened in the past, needs to be let go of. And the way that happens is really not by trying to convince somebody, or trying to make them understand you. It's just by being you. And then they start to realize, oh my God, I'm turning what I want away because I'm not sure whether, at the end of the day, not sure whether they deserve it or not, right? So it's hard because you're right there and you're willing to do the right thing, right? And so you just got to be kind of letting it sort of fall off you right now, right? And just say, say in the situation sort of thing, like, well, you're the one that has an issue with whatever's happened to you before. I'm not those people. I'm not going to do that to you. And, we need to be able to move forward, not keep on going backwards. And so however you do that is going to be up to you. What I'm going to do is also just have a look at the crystal ball for you. Hi, Hippie. Thanks for people that are coming in. Thank you very much. As well. So I'll keep going with you. So Syndra, Desiree. Hey, G. Okay, so I'll call out people's names in a moment, whoever's next, etc. All right, but Sarah, I want to keep going with you as well. I'm actually just going to pull some of these angel cards before I do the... Okay, so I'm just feeling this pressure in the top of the head for you too, Sarah. So we just want to close off. There's like this spark that keeps coming into your auric field. Okay, so we just need to balance this up as well. So just allow the angels to work on this also. All right. Now I'm just going to pull the cards about your situation, Sarah. I'm just going to use the angel cards also. All right. Sarah. Okay, so it says reconsider. All right, so thinking about this, what it is that you really want, You don't want to be spending the rest of your life trying to convince someone that you love them. Be assertive. So yeah, don't be afraid to put your foot down about this matter as well, because it's going to really be up to him to let it go. Okay. All right. And there's a situation of don't stop. Okay. Oops. And I dropped that card. So don't stop. Whatever it is. Ah! Oh, here it is. All right. And let's have a look at the crystal ball real quick. All right. So the energy is just like, oh, all in the top of the head. So I feel like there's talking, you know. All right. Communication is key. But for Sarah, don't keep trying to defend yourself, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to defend yourself. Don't do it anymore. Just refuse to engage in that kind of talk. Yeah. Okay. So it's showing you that you have the strength and capacity to move through. That your focus is correct. Okay. The direction that you're heading is also correct as well. There's going to be, a lot of this, there may be a little bit more strain before it sort of clears up. Sometimes when there's healing that's happening, it seems to get worse before it gets better. But with patience and understanding, like I feel that there's, if you make a stand within yourself that of what you will deal with and what you won't deal with, and that you learn to just walk away when it starts going in that direction, or, shutting it down, then he won't see your defense as some kind of admission of guilt or something. Okay. So just go away, just move away from that energy, right? Because you've got a lot that you're doing already for yourself, and a lot that you need to continue with, and a focus on a brand new direction just about to hit you. So, in a good way. So just be open to these things. Okay. I do feel that you're heavily protected. So make sure you're continually asking for your angels as well to support you. Okay, Sarah, hopefully that one was helpful to you as well. Now, I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you for coming forward. Thank you, Sarah. I'm just going to see. So, Syndra. So we have Elise, okay? And I think it was the next one for your mum, Claudine. So I'm just going to write that down. All right. Then it will be D again. So wait a minute. Okay, so Elise, did you have two? It's just getting confusing. Just a second. Okay, so Elise just had one. No worries. Okay. All right. So we have Elise, then we have D, then we have Syndra, then Desiree. I think that's what I've got. You're very welcome. All right, Brenda. So, it's $15 minimum. So I'll just do a quick one for you. You'll be number 8. Okay. All right. So just let me sort this out, everybody. Yeah, I was wondering if you had 2, but I could only see 1. Elise. So Elise, you had one for yourself, but I don't see that on PayPal. I only see one. Okay, just 1 second. I'll double check. Yeah, I only see one for you, Elise. And then another one for D, Elise. No worries, Brenda. Thank you. No problem. Thank you. All right, Elise. Well, when we get up to yours, which is now, like you said, one for yourself, and one for Claudine. I'm not sure because I can only see one in the PayPal. Who wants to go first with that? Elise. Brenda. So, no worries. Thanks, Brenda. Okay, so well, I'll get up to you. Yours is number 8. Okay. All right, Elise. Just let me know if this is for you or Claudine, and what the question is. Okay, so I'm going to put your name in the chat. Oops. Okay. All right. So, Elise, do you have a question? Do you have a preference of cards or the crystal ball? What do you want to do? Okay. So, Elise, just let me know if you have a question, if you just want me to see what comes out. What do you want me to do? And thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I kind of get into I'm not trying to be Okay, Elise. I will do some cards after I tune in to your energy. So you need to be open to receiving healing. Okay, so that's what today's all about, to fix this issue. No one should really be feeling lethargic. That's the thing. So we'll see what's going on there. Okay. All right. Okay, so just be open to receiving, Elise, okay? And I'll close my eyes. Okay. Again, from the back of the shoulders, down through the spine, in through the bridge of the nose. There are quite a few different blockages going on here. So for you, Elise, exhaustion is part of, what you're feeling because you're just going and going and going. But I'm going to tell you that you need to disconnect from the massage school, okay? In other words, it doesn't mean to stop going. But what you're going to have to do is you're absorbing stuff from there, right? You're absorbing from the other people. You're absorbing, the connection with others. You're absorbing in general, just going to the shop and, going out and about, okay? So you're not protecting yourself very well. And what can happen is that your energy begins to leak, and it's leaking out a lot from you. So you're just like a sponge, picking it up and getting yourself into the situation, but not white lighting yourself out of it. So what you have to do is, when you're finished any kind of session, whether it's online, whether it's in person, whether it's going to the store, whether it's talking to other people, that you imagine that your angels enter into your space and put a huge white light, just a blast of white light out through the entire space, your entire space, all the way around you. Disconnect from other people's energies, right? So you imagine the white light, you disconnect from everybody else, and you can get away from that situation by feeling a whole lot better, right? So when you're feeling lethargic, when you're feeling drained, when you're feeling like you can't focus, when you're feeling scattered, when you're feeling sore, when you're feeling grumpy for no reason, when you're feeling just like out of sorts, you're feeling like you're in outer space, you can't think straight. These are all signs of burnout, and they're all signs of not disconnecting properly. And the angels are being very strong with you, because it's like all this, but you're just not following through with these things for yourself. And this is causing a lot of pressure in the face and in the head. Possible headaches and stuff like that happening as well, okay? Your chakras were just wide open and just absorbing everybody else's stuff. So it doesn't matter whether you're online, even. It doesn't matter. You're absorbing, I'm proof of that, right? So you're watching me do this, and I'm connecting with you online. One, because I trust the whole situation, but I've got to disconnect from every single person, or else imagine carrying all these people around with me that I've been doing readings for. It can't work. So you just need self-care as well. Feeling like there's a vibrational shift in your heart space as well, and out through the upper back. Okay, so this is far too open. You need to ask for balance to come in, balance you up. All right. So just be open to receiving the balancing now, and the healing, as there's a lot of pressure around the head space, etc., and in the neck also. Okay. All right. Thank you, Brenda. That's lovely. Okay, so Elise, I'm going to pull some cards for you as well. So I'm actually going to get... All right, so I'm just going to do a couple of things here, Elise. So all of these messages, I guess, for everybody that's listening as well, just little things that we forget. Also, going back to basics of our spirituality. Okay, so Elise, I'm going to start with, I got these cute little, they're really actually good, Alice in Wonderland little cards, okay? I'm going to get a message from here first, and then we're going to do some tarot. And as I said, you guys can all get your own personal recording. I've got them for $55, and the link's in the chat somewhere. And basically what you could do with that is ask 4 questions, and I will channel the answers for you. We'll do some healing, and whatever comes out as well, you can have that. Hey, Brittany. So Elise, let's have a look. Okay. So the first message for you is, belong to your own dream. It says create your own life. Okay, so that also works with absorbing other people's stuff, right? It's time for that to change. Create the life that you want as you're moving forward, and allow yourself to be present. It talks about time clock. It talks about time, pressure, and being in a rush. So that can happen as well. You know, when we're in that mode of all of our energy leaking out, we start to rush as well. We start to feel panicked that we need to get everything done. Me, I used to do that all the time for you guys, where I'd be like, I've got to do this and I've got to finish and I go all the time. Now I'm just like, I get it done when I get it done. People understand, right? So no need to rush. But let me have a look at your tarot. And if you're having a reading tonight, stay in. We're going to be, I'm going to be back and forth with you over here in the chat. So let me know how things are going. There's nothing like doing a reading and there's silence. Okay. Tarot. Elise. Okay. So what you're asking for, and I'm not going to show you these cards because I just do them and it's better to flow. So what you're asking for is about to arrive, okay? The money, the finances, all that sort of thing also. And you're starting on this new pathway. I will show you that one. And when we're starting on this new pathway, past this or past that, or get in this position or that position, you see where your energy just spreads out very quickly, right? So you got to just stay focused on what you're doing, where you're going, and, you know, all that stuff as well. So keep on embarking as you move forward. And you do have your own psychic abilities, of course, right? You have your own psychic visions and abilities and wishes and desires. You do need to give yourself a little bit more alone time and focus on the direction that you want to head in. So over the next 4 weeks, so for October especially, okay, make the decisions that you need to make. Push forward, white light your whole area whenever you're done with anything. Make sure you're balancing yourself and bringing in your protection all the time. And be aware when your body's out of whack. So we should feel energetic and happy and in tune all day. If we're feeling lethargic and we've done all of our clearing work and we're still feeling like, you know, something's off, then it could be the earth going through changes, or, you know, the planet's in retrograde or something, or you know, whatever that is, because it's not got to do with you personally, because you've cleared all that, right? Worry only brings more, all right? Thinking about manifesting brings more things to manifest. So it's like you've got to make a choice here how you go forward. And it seems like over the next 4 weeks, you're going to be celebrating life in a different way, getting together with people and feeling much more better about yourself as well. So Elise, hopefully that was helping you for sure. And thank you very much. Okay, so what I do is, in my mind, after I'm finished with somebody, just like cut it all off. Then I'm fresh for the next person. You see these people when they do the readings and stuff, and believe me, I've been to psychic fairs and worked the booth, right? That's what this reminds me of, to be honest with you. It's like I'd always be in trouble, though, for going over time. But they're exhausted, you know. They're messed up themselves, truly, you know, and it's like, God, it just made me say to myself, I didn't want to be that way. You're welcome, Elise. Thank you. Yeah, so if you want to do stuff properly, you know, you've got to monitor your energy for sure. Okay, so I have number 5 next, and that's D as well. So D, If you have something, come on down. Excellent. Okay, Dee. So what is it that I can help you with this time? If you want me to look at cards or whatever, just tune in as well. Oh, okay. Let me have a look real quick. I'll just have a look on PayPal and see what the question is. Okay. Future spouse. Okay. 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 Thank you. All right. So, Dee, do you want me to? I'm going to tune into this. All right. But do you want me to look at cards or the crystal ball as well? Okay. Look at the crystal ball as well. All right. So, Dee, let's have a look at this future spouse. Okay. Okay, so again, just be open to the healing space needs to happen. Because as I connect with you about this situation of, a spouse, etc., it feels like this is heavily on your mind a lot of the time. And it also feels like a pressure to do this, right? In your way of thinking. So the answer is that it's not so much about whether you will find the right spouse and when that's going to happen and who they look like, etc. Because, I will do my best to help you with that. But the real message here for you is that if you set the intention of the perfect person coming into your life, right, and you're setting that intention and that you're connecting with the angels and that you're saying, okay, I'm really open to the perfect partner for me coming into my life, then that is what occurs. So, and it comes in, it just starts coming into you. But when you are feeling pressured to have, the right person, or questioning, like it was kind of like what I was saying in the last me reading about leaking energy. What ends up happening is you start focusing on time and you start focusing on whether it can happen for you, whether it will ever happen for you, whether you're going to be a good partner, whether your partner is going to be the right partner, whether this is going to be acceptable. Too many variables start happening and you lose the trusting energy. You lose the energy of like just being open to receiving. And this is something that happens a lot. We focus our energy on it and we start obsessing about it a little bit and overthinking about it, etc. And that doesn't create a positive result for you. So the messages are surrounding, one, that you're actually believing that this is occurring already, that you're actually just open to the perfect person appearing in your life through following your intuition, moving forward with your plans, goals, and dreams, being independent, being strong, all of those things. And then this creates the perfect atmosphere for the right person to come in. Because if you rush it or if you force it, or if you push it, then you end up with the wrong partner, all because you're lonely, or you feel like time's running out for you, or you're going to be left on the shelf, you know, you're going to be left alone and no one's going to be there, kind of thing. And that doesn't work. It just causes you so much stress. So you have to see yourself as already, you know, this whole situation as already taken care of. There is a lot of heaviness in the side of the head from worrying about this. And once you ask the angels to assist you in this situation and you actually surrender the whole thing by saying, you know what, it's already taken care of. What am I worrying about? Then you see the result a whole lot quicker for yourself. So just be allowing right now of the angels to shift some things around. Also to break any karmic energy that may keep you bound in a situation that you don't want to be in. And remember that, you know, if you've made any promises or vows or anything like that in a past life energy, you need to also break this by asking for that energy to be removed. Otherwise it stays. Okay, and you can feel nauseous when there's an energy. I kind of feel nauseous, but it's like when there's an energy that is old, then it can just make you feel nauseous a lot of the time, especially when you're talking about the subject. Okay. So this is all that really needs to happen. I will tell you what I feel about your future spouse as well. So the like you said, Dee, there's no pressure, but you think about it a lot, right? That's pressure. So it's like that's pressure that you're putting on yourself without realizing that you're doing it. You know, I know as well, you know, we all done it where, you know, especially when I was younger, I was always like, I wish I could just find the perfect person. Where are they going to be? What's going to happen? You know, and of course, mistake until I find the right one when I wasn't looking, right? As well. So, so it's like you can sabotage your success because of your thoughts. And this happens to everybody. We do it in one way or another, right? Any kind of frustration is pressure that you're putting on yourself. Any kind of thinking is pressure, all right, as well. Okay, so I will just get the crystal ball. As well. Okay, so I have one more slot open, okay, and that's it tonight. So, as well. Awesome, hippie. I love that. I love hearing that as well. All right, so let's have a look at your ball. Future spouse. Okay, let's have a look. Remember, don't limit yourself on details because that can block you as well. But let's have a look. I think you asked. Okay. All right, let's have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask to be shown a general description. There's no point asking about names and stuff because it could be the person's last name that, you know, you give it. And here you are waiting for this one person, yet it was their last name. So anyway, we'll just keep going here. All right, so, all right. So I feel like this person is very energetic, okay? The person has a strong sense of responsibility. Person is connected with animals as well and, kind. I feel like this person is very, very hyperactive though, okay? So they're always doing something, going somewhere, next adventure, next thing that's happening. And it's like a bit of a whirlwind, but it's fun at the same time. I feel that the coloring of this person is sort of reddish brown in the hair, reddish brown, maybe freckles as well, and possibly like paler skin. I also feel like this person will be very good with regards to business, and perhaps has their own business as well. And it feels like you will meet each other in some kind of social setting also. And again, this person is active all the time. Okay, so you're going to have to get used to that. All right, so their energy is like always doing something. So they will never sit around at home and just sit. They've got to go do something all of the time. But they are a strong energy. They are in some ways a restless energy, but that's, it's how it is. But they are, it's like I can see them sort of like sitting down on the couch, watching TV and then going, okay, I've got to go do this, got to go do that, got to go do this. And you're like, okay. Excellent. So yeah, it feels like it just feels like a very calm energy, even though it's busy, that you feel very relaxed in this situation. And that's how you should be. So if ever you feel nervous, whenever you meet someone and you get that butterfly stuff, you need to just understand that is not love. It's one thing girls don't do very well, is they feel, anybody really, they feel that energy of butterflies, and they're like, okay, this must be the right person. And even guys, girls, whoever do this must be the right person. I'm feeling something, right? That's not it. The butterflies is an anxiety attack. And when it's with the right person, you actually don't feel that at all. Right person is calm, right? So just remember that as you're going through. I wish someone had told me that earlier, because what happens is we think, oh, we've just got this connection and, oh, there it is, but it's actually nervous anxiety. So the inner self always knows, okay? So there you go, D. I hope that was helpful to you as well. Excellent. You're welcome as well. Okay. Okay. No, you're welcome. No worries. I just take my time. I'm doing these readings. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, Syndra. I'm just going to get your name down here. And so I'm doing Syndra now, and I'm just going to, you can take your time for just a minute. I'm going to sage, just clear the energy. No worries, Syndra. Okay, now stay with me in the chat. So when I may need to ask you stuff. Not often, but sometimes it's just nice to get feedback. All right. Everybody likes the crystal ball. I'm really glad to see that. One day I'm going to have a really big one. It'll be on a stand, and I'll just be able to, you'll barely see my head. I'll come out from around the side of it and say, okay, what do you think of that? One day. Okay. Okay, just really needing the sage today. Okay, Syndra. Then we have Des. Okay. All right, Syndra. I'm just going to get started on you now. I'll have to do it one day where you put your somehow people give me their palms, because I can do palm readings too. When I was really young, everything was about fortune telling, right? So I just about know everything about fortune telling. And if you see me in person for a reading, I always used to read your hand first as well. Of course, I haven't done it with Syndra because I've only met her through music. But let's have a look, Syndra, what's going on as well. Okay, I'm tuning in now. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm feeling it in the lower back for you, Syndra, as well. And just a lot of confusion. You don't know what to do right now. You got decisions to make. Okay. I feel like a lot of pressure just coming into the sides of your head. It's probably like, I don't know, it just feels like pressure, not so much someone else's pressure, but just that you're feeling this push, okay? And a lot of that has to do with upgrades and ascension energy, as well as just needing to make a decision about what you're doing. It's none of my business what any of that is, and so I don't want to look into this. Only that there's a lot that you're dealing with all at once, okay? I feel the lower back, and you tend to, not stand up straight all the time. I can actually see someone telling you to do that. A loved one in spirit is coming in. So this is a female coming in to talk to you, Syndra. And the first thing that this lady reminds me of is I can see a bear when I think about her. So I feel like she's really strong, or she was, and really nurturing and very kind, but at the same time strict as well. And I feel like this might be your mum. And when I connect with this lady, it feels like something happened, brain, like maybe Alzheimer's or something like that. Okay. All right. So I'm just sort of trying to, she sort of shows me things, and this is how I do my mediumship. Everybody's different, but I get showed different symbols, and then it's up to me to figure it out. So I'm doing the best that I can. But it feels like her message to you, this lady, a nurturing lady, a strong lady as well, is she's telling you don't take any crap. She actually said the other word, okay? She's just telling it how it is. And she's like, the message that I'm kind of getting from her is it's real casual and also to the point, but she's like, I don't know why you're letting this get to you so much. You know what you need to do. Why are you going around about this? You know what you need to do. Come on, she said. Come on now. Something about dragging your feet as well. I'm guessing that she's saying stuff to you that only you really work out. You know what it is, but she's tough, this lady. If you focus on everything being difficult, then that's exactly what you see. I see this lady, and now she's showing me cleaning and doing a lot of stuff, like she was always busy as well. I'm just getting goosebumps all the way down the side of my body, right? So sounds like she had a stroke. And yeah, there's this. Okay. She's kind of like, oh gosh, I've got goosebumps. I'm sorry, Syndra, but like my whole half of my body is just goosebumping from this lady. She said to me, don't let that, she said to me, don't let that fool you. I'm smart as a whip. There's also a small boy next to her, and she's holding his hand. This feels connected to you. It might be her son. There's a situation here where you're going to have to be really strong, okay, in this situation, and you're not going to want to do this, okay? This is what I'm being told to tell you. Do it anyway for your own sake, because you know that if you're in the wrong position, no matter where it is in your life, that it's no one's fault but your own when you're in that, right? And we hate to hear that, but it's really no one's fault, but ours, because we're too busy worrying about others or what they may think or what may happen later. Like, we're too anxious of the future, right? We're too anxious of what could happen. And so throw caution to the wind is the message I'm getting. Do what you feel is right for you. Follow your first instincts and know that you're going to be absolutely fine. That the weight is going to be off of your shoulders, the stress, the concern, the issues, problems. And you're going to be free to be able to do what you need to do. And also, she says to me that she knew a long time before that things were slipping, but she didn't want to admit anything. Like, she knew about her own health before she let on to anybody. Don't make that same mistake, she says to you. Put your own self first. as well. Okay, so we're just going to let this healing come through. So she's holding on to this boy. This is connected to her. And also that they're both there for you. Okay, I have got goosebumps all over me. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so you understand the message. She knows, you know what you need to do. And then they're right behind, they're right next to you. Okay. I don't know, she's sort of she's stronger now than she ever was. Okay. That's the feeling I'm getting as well. And you can hear her voice as well. You know what she's saying to you. And whatever situation you're in right now, that she's with you, right? Okay, let me have a look at the crystal ball as well. Gosh, never know exactly. I never know exactly what's going to come through. Okay. Okay, so all right. Thanks, Helen. Okay, so Helen's the last one. All right. Okay, Syndra, let me have a look at the ball. So beautiful, right? Okay. All right. All right, so I'm going to use my larger one for you, all right? Okay, all right. Once you make this decision, it's actually quite clear sailing as well. Christy, I have you. You're number 9. Okay. So I'm doing number 6 right now. Christy, you're number 9. Yeah, once you make this decision, it's actually much, much clearer for you. It's almost like you're in, the perfect position for yourself to advance a little bit more. It seems like there are a couple of people that are going to help you as you move ahead. And probably already got a couple of offers right now as well. If not, they're coming in really soon. I feel like, I know that you probably do connect with your mum a lot and try to talk to her and stuff. And I understand what it's like when you go through those moments where you're like, oh my God, they're not there, you can't, but they always are there, right? And her understanding is so much stronger now, but she does not want you to be in a position where you are miserable no matter what that position is. I also feel like you're reaching a gateway with regards to your spirituality. So you're opening up this gate and there's all these new things that you're discovering and realizing about yourself. And it's only going to get better from here as well. I feel like there's a gift coming, or there's abundance coming to you in the next week or so as well. This is coming up. And a connection with rabbits. Maybe you're seeing some, I don't know. But there's rabbits around you as a guidance too. And a whole new, there's new clothes and everything. There's like a whole new connection in your life that's opening up. So this is coming in anyway. You're walking through the gateway of abundance right now and into this new life. So don't worry about what you're leaving behind. Just do it anyway. And you'll be so much more relieved within yourself. Yeah, the rabbits. Okay, so the rabbits, we think about rabbits and we think about them being really lucky, but also very fertile, right? But very quick. Okay, so things happening very quickly and guiding you forward. All right? Okay. So, Syndra, I hope that was helpful for you. Amazing. It's always amazing who comes in, right? Okay. All right. So next up we have Desiree. You're very welcome. So the veil is getting thin in October, right? So we're all going to start receiving some messages coming up here. Desiree. Number 7, Desiree. Okay, I'll have a look just for fun, right? All right, just for fun, we'll have a look. Okay. I might actually somewhere in my decks. Oh, I'll just figure it out. My husband is flirting with me officially, okay? So he's flirting with me in messages. So sometimes I look down and catch it on my phone. And he's doing it on purpose, right? Just to see my reaction. So just so you know, if you see me randomly laugh between readings or whatever, it's his fault. All right. So let's go. Desiree. Hippie's like, I think my husband was my child in a past life. I don't care if I blush, whatever. That's so cute, Desiree. I love that emoticon that you have, Hippie, where it's just like, that's what it seems like to me. Okay. So let's have a check of what's going on with Desiree. I love you too, husband. Let's have a check what's going on with Desiree, and then we'll just see this past life thing. See, this is what everybody should aim for. Shouldn't be in something that's miserable. I did that for so long that, never going to happen again. Okay. Let's go, Desiree. Okay, so just be open to receiving the healing to go where it's needed. Again, this is a very, very healing place for everybody. Okay, so we're just balancing a few things, okay? It feels like you've been working a lot on your psychic abilities, and it's just overworked a little. That's okay. All right. Your past life. Okay, so this is interesting. There's actually been more than one past life together in various different roles, and that basically happens whenever we're in a relationship with someone. But I just asked to be shown something specific, okay? And I actually see your husband and his feet, his ankles are in shackles. He's sort of just sitting there right now. So let me just see if I can focus a little bit more. And he was a male in this particular past life. And it feels like he was on a ship and shackled on this ship, like, and it feels like you were in this particular past life connected to him as his wife, and you got separated, and he's on a ship somewhere else, and you had to stay, I feel like, in England, and he's being transported somewhere. And the separation energy, like the pain and not knowing and no way of connecting, means that in this life you're always in connection, right? You're not going to let a day go by where you're not saying something to each other, because that particular life was very painful of just not knowing. You know, there's just no communication like there is now. You can just send him a text, right? You just don't know. You can't receive information unless it's a letter, which I'm feeling was a long time before you received any news as well. And it feels like whatever the crime was, let's say, it was only very minor, and this was happening a lot. And I feel like I can sort of see you standing at a dock, you know, trying to be close to the energy, trying to send telepathic messages in that way, with very red curly hair. I'm actually feeling this is, I know I said England, but now that I see the red hair, it'll be more like Ireland. And there's this particular sort of a dock that was a lot of ships came into this place, but you waited for him to come back, and sadly it didn't happen. So yes, there have been many different past lives, but this one is the one that I feel is remembered on a soul level by both of you, and this is why you're so deeply connected now and want to stay together and want to be together and want to, you know, just do everything together if you could, because of that feeling of when they're not there, you know, and that's what you had in the past as well. Okay. Right. So that's not going to happen. Right. So that deep connection it's just felt by both. It's like, you know, it's way deeper than just, okay, we met in school or we met in teenagers and then later on coming together. There's a lot more to it, you know. You personally seeing the leaving and him not being able to see you as he was leaving because he was underneath the ship kind of thing. That's like heartbreaking energy as well. All right. I'm just going to okay, so I'm just going to, it's another reason why you don't live by the ocean. As much as you don't mind the ocean and all that sort of stuff, it's like a deeper, like you want to be far away from the ocean, right? Without realizing that that's what you're doing. Okay. I'm just going to pull some cards for you as well. He may even have trouble with his legs and ankles because of the disconnect that was there. Right, that's it. Because you went to that ocean, to that dock, looking out in the sea, and nothing came back. It's like you hate it, you know. Oh, it's very sad. Why do we get all these emotions coming up, huh? Okay. I'm first going to have a look at these little Alice in Wonderland cards. Those are cute. They've got little messages on it. Says, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, and pause before action. Actually, it's got two cards that are stuck. So this was the first one. That's you waiting at the water, and you're wearing a dress like that, but it was brown. And then I could see the little tufts of the red hair coming out the bonnet. All the golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. Right, so something's about to, these color blue, like the ocean, right? Oh my God. Look at that. And that's how you were feeling in that life as well. So golden afternoon, something's about to occur, and I wonder what will happen next. Right? There's excitement as well. But I'm going to do some more cards. Hang on. I actually do offer past life readings for people, and it's much more, obviously I try to get more in depth, but it's better if you have a look yourself. When I do the quantum healing hypnosis therapy, it's better for you to experience it. But closure is closure, right? We need closure for sure. Okay, let's have a look at these cards. Queen of Pentacles. All right. Something is about to happen. Something's about to shift for you. And the memories card came up with the Six of Cups. So that's like connections, past life stuff. And the buildings, very similar to what I could see as well. All right. So the things that you're doing and the situation that you're in, is it going to get even better? Okay. There's so much that is about to occur, and it starts happening really quickly. Could even be a situation where some family are coming to stay with you also. But you are manifesting a new direction for yourself. You're manifesting in the direction that you want to be. And, new opportunities are coming forward because of it as well, right? We're getting that energy happening. So not only are you manifesting, but you're creating new things. Now, in the next couple of months, don't do anything that you really don't want to do, because that energy is coming up where someone, it just feels like there's a little bit of pressure from somebody else as well. Also, so yes, Elaine, I'm live right now. Okay. So there's the pressure from other people, etc. as well. So you stick to your guns is basically what I'm getting. I'm kind of getting that for a lot of you tonight, to really stand your ground in whatever it is that you need to do, right? And make sure that you're not feeling influenced or feeling sorry, but use your thoughts and stay strong behind what it is that you need to do. So new directions, abundance is coming in. Things are going to start changing quickly. New directions are coming forward for all of you. And, this is for you, Desiree, really, but it's for your family, okay? But stand your ground about something. If you want to say no, don't say yes. It's the only thing. Don't try to please everybody as well. So interesting for you, right? Thank you so much, Desiree. Hopefully that's also really helpful to you as you move ahead. Beautiful. Okay, Brenda. Okay. All right. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Well, hopefully he enjoyed. And okay, Elaine. So I know you want to do the PayPal thing, but I'm already full for tonight. Okay, so I'll be back doing readings probably on Monday or Tuesday. So come back then, or get a personal one. I've got a special deal on right now as well. So try not to PayPal right now because I may not be here. All right, Brenda. Beautiful. I'm just going to put you in the chat because nature's calling. I'm in my pajama pants, so I kind of really don't want to get up right now. I may need to pee. It may happen. But I'm going to keep going with Brenda first. So, Brenda, do you have a question or a preference as well? Let me just see. Okay. No, I don't need a sip of water. That'll make it worse. I've already got all this water here and everything. It's fine. All right, open to whatever comes through. All right, let's see. All right, let's go, Brenda. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so Brenda, just be open to receiving the healing that's coming. The angels are working on this, okay? So something up on the top of the head. So I'm just focusing on this. This is just an energetic imbalance as well. I feel like the energy is you're a little bit out of your body. So we're just going to bring that in. Feel like you've been off doing stuff when you're asleep. So you may not be having a full rest. There's a lot of energy around you that is conflicting. So it feels like there's a lot of people that are at you all at once. And sadly, you know, we tend to take this on within our energy. So this is all around the top. So I keep getting a lot of people this week where there's a disconnect going on. There's an overflow of other people's situations and people that are putting them first a little bit. And the clairaudience is with you. You need a little bit of balancing in your ear chakras. They're working a little bit over time. Okay. Sort of getting a sensation of heaviness, like headache or something like that as well. And into the back of the neck bone and the spine, the top of the spine. Okay. So just allow this balancing to come in. I do also feel the presence of somebody coming through as well. And sometimes that makes me cough. I kind of feel a tickle in my throat. So I'm just going to see who this is. Grandma? I think this is on your father's side. I don't know why, but I'm just going to go with that. Now there is a very kind energy about this lady and doing hair. Like she's just showing me this patting motion like this, like gently patting your energy. And also very nicely dressed. And also like one of those cameos, a brooch. I feel like maybe there's also this color. So I'm seeing this. So I can still see this lady. So I can just tell you about it, right? So I get this color, and the color is, I guess it's kind of like, it's darker than this though. You know, like this is showing up lighter on the screen for some reason, but you know, like magenta or burgundy color. I can see this lady and she's wearing a burgundy jacket, and her energy is very, very kind, although she's not saying anything. So that tells me that she probably wasn't able to communicate that energy to you very well. Maybe she didn't even know who you were. Okay, sometimes that comes up as well. So, all right. It feels like you don't really, you're not trusting your abilities as much as you should either. It's like you put yourself second best. And now I can smell lavender and baby powder at the same time. So I'm kind of getting like like Avon or something, like it's I don't know, it's like a cheaper kind of scent right now. Right. All right, so the message for you is that there's nothing to worry about, and you should open up more to spirit and your own abilities. It's all there. And gentle. This lady is telling you to be gentle, take it easy, move forward softly and slowly, right? Move forward delicately, just one step at a time kind of thing. Real gentle this lady is. And I feel like she speaks another language, and maybe that's another reason why I can't connect with it. So she does have a good vocabulary, and something with her legs as well. Okay, so Brenda, I don't know whether that made any sense to you, but that is definitely what was coming through. Okay. So let's have a little look at what else. Okay, so okay. Hopefully this connection is fine. All right, so people just let me know if you can hear me as well. Your father's family. Yeah, I feel like it was your father's mother, your grandmother. Very, like, I've never really seen it because it's obviously not in my family, but just very like kind and just patting, very, I almost want to say, I kind of feel like there's a tie thing around the head. Yeah, there's like a, what is that thing called? When they put the handkerchief around and it ties up at the front though. That kind of energy as well. Maybe, putting their curlers on at night and then put the thing over the top. As well. Yes. Okay, so I'm actually going to use for you, Brenda, I'm actually going to use my okay, take what you feel, but if you didn't know her, it feels like you might not have known this lady, so that might make sense, but she's very doting on you for sure. I'm actually going to use my these are called Rana George Lenormand. They're a little bit different, and I'm just going to have a look what else is coming up for you, Brenda. Very caring lady. It's like it's with you as well, Brenda. Okay. Okay. All right. So It feels European, the way that they are, and your sort of cards are sort of showing that there is something that's going to change in your life, but for the moment, things are going to you're going to stay where you are just for now. Okay. Decision that you've made, perhaps about a study or some kind of building where it's much larger. Thank you. Yeah, something where you're going to start something, new position or a new line of study or something. And the sun is shining on this energy, so it's going to be very fortunate for you to do so. I feel the energy of overseas connection. All right, so there's an overseas connection for you, and also there's a house. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look at what the changes as well. Okay, so you'll make a decision about a house, changes to the house. There also may be some plumbing issues, minor little things that are going on. So you may be trying to make some decisions about movement. Sometimes it's just redecorating that can come up here as well. Okay, so there is strong health. Okay, so you have strong health. So even if there's been sort of a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of decisions to make, that you are in a strong foundation, okay, as well. You're in this strong foundation, and there's a strong family tie of good constitution here. And I feel like there's a committed energy for you as well. A letter arriving, and again, health energy here. So it feels like, healing, working with nutrition, working with, healing vibrations, doing your spiritual work is a solid foundation for you. All right. And it's where you should keep on exploring and keep on going with. I remember when when I was very young, and obviously I started doing readings when I was 15, because somebody saw, this was somebody who was a veteran, and they saw in me that I needed these tarot cards that they had, and they gave them to me. It's the only person in my whole entire life, when I've gone to psychics or I've gone to readers or intuitive people, that have ever told me or saw that in me, right? So when I went to other people, they never picked it up, any of this. And you need to be told this direction for yourself. So you're asking about what angel I would recommend connecting with. And I feel like you need to just work with the four main archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael. Really, really work with them in a concentrated way of putting them in front of you, behind you, to the left and to the right. In front of you, behind you, left and right. So you're always protected with the angelic force field. And work with them as a way of really, really expanding the healing, the knowledge, the protection, the wisdom, etc. Especially Gabriel, because you have the clairaudience. Gabriel will help you to work with opening up your clairaudience and bringing messages that are filtered in a way so you're not hearing all this negative stuff, because that's what a lot of people shut down, because they don't want to hear anything negative. You can create your abilities to be exactly how you want them to be, right? And, just keep expanding and opening. You are very, very protected, and you are very, very protected and guided if you are open to it. Excuse me just a moment. Okay. So open and just accept this energy, a trusting energy that's there for you. And away you go. Okay, so a lot of exciting things coming up. Excellent. A lot of exciting things coming up for you, Brenda, okay? So don't doubt yourself anymore. And know that you're really, really, you are connected. And so was this lady. It's just something that they didn't talk about, you know? Okay, so thank you very much for coming forward. Thank you. Okay, so next is perfect. See? It's all there. And as I said to you, you know, throughout my journey, even when I was doing readings and that, and I would ask someone to do a reading for me, they never picked it up. And it's sad, really, you know, but it's there with you, okay? Okay, Christy Bazant, you are next. You're very, very welcome. Bless you as well. Christy. Hello. Okay. So do you have a question? What would you like me to use? And we'll go from there. Woohoo. Awesome. Okay, Christy. All right, I'm going to get started now. All right. So just excuse me for a moment. I just need to clear that energy. Okay, Christy. Okay, so please be open to receiving the healing that's coming in your direction. And you need a lot of it right now. Okay, so you just need this extra support. The aura is the first thing that I connect with anybody. And yours is really, you've gone through a lot. Okay, so your aura is really noticeably shattered. And I feel like there's something that has just happened and it's caused a lot of trauma in your energy. Upper back, behind the shoulders, in the neck, right behind the back of the neck. So what we need to do here in the back of the neck is there is a doorway that is connected. It's a psychic doorway. So what we're asking now is a clearing of this energy, so this doorway of any debris, a clearing of this doorway, and asking for a new guardian to watch over this space. So in the back of the neck, the psychic doorway, it connects to past lives, it connects to future, it connects to everything. And if you've never had a clearing in this particular spot, you may feel like you can never ground yourself. You may feel invading thoughts. You may feel fear that comes in very strong. You may feel less than good enough, a whole lot of emotions. So this can also really ache when it's heavy. So we're just letting the angels adjust this energy behind you, creating this new guardian for that doorway, sweeping away all the debris so that you can focus, because you can't focus right now. Okay. All right, so I feel a male energy. Okay, so this particular person connected to you He's quite a large man. And there's a sensation that, it seems like it was very loud in this life. And perhaps misunderstood a little bit, but like loud, trying to get his point across. He's still trying to do that to me right now. Okay, so, all right, so this particular person I know is connected to you, okay, and he looks young, right? So I'm a little confused because he seems like he's your dad, but, he's got this younger look or younger appearance. Okay, so I feel like there's something to do with an accident that was at home. This person is sort of connected with, it looks like it's really hard to tell because he looks like a farming kind of energy, like he could work the farm or just work anything and do hard work. I can just sort of see this gun actually, but I'm not sure about it. So I'm just going to ask you, Christy, okay? This person is a large frame. They've got dark hair. They speak loudly. Wear sort of like just plain clothes. Sort of seeing like a flannel type shirt on. Okay, so this person seems younger. 40s maybe. 30s, 40s. Okay. And the energy that I'm feeling about this person is that they are really trying to get a message to you, and it's urgent, but it's coming across as very desperate. Okay, just like really trying to get this message. Okay. Okay, so now he's sitting. So I've sort of said to him, can you just calm down for a minute so I can get a message for Christy? And he sat down. Okay, he's in an old sort of like a living room. It's really reminding me of what? And he's saying okay, so that's it, right? Okay, so he's sitting down. I've got him to sit down now, and like I said to you, he's calmed down a little bit, and he's sort of saying that he's sorry, all right, but he wants you to know it. And he's like, when it first came, it was a little bit too much for me, all right, and really wanting you to understand that he's sorry, didn't really have anything to do with you. In fact, he doesn't even know. I'm sort of getting this side now. So he doesn't really even know what made him do this, I feel like it's kind of almost like an attachment where, something was telling him to do stuff, or someone energetically telling him to do stupid things. And it just feels like there's a trapped energy there. So I feel like he's trapped in this place wherever this happens at home. And it happened so fast, and he's really frustrated about it. So my feeling is that I need to help him to move across. So I'm just going to close my eyes for a minute. And Archangel Michael's there. Okay, so just let me fix this. And he wants you to know that he's sorry for everything as well, and asks you if you could forgive him. He never meant for anything to be this way. And he's sorry about how much he hurt you. And everybody let everybody down, he's saying. Okay. 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 Whew. All right. So sometimes it doesn't even, it's not, we haven't thought about it or we've let it go, right? But to them, it's like to him, I don't think he crossed over properly until he got you that message. So we'll let that go. Very good. Okay. All right. But this was actually, very heavy on your side as well. All right. So hopefully this is going to start getting lighter for you as well, where you can feel more balanced as you move ahead. This is how simple something energetic can take place. And this is, I guess, for everybody as well. Very quickly, when a negative vibration begins to come in, it can feed on a person's lower self-esteem and negative depressive energy in itself, and it can make it worse, and I'm sure that this suddenly started to get worse as well. Good, no problem. Okay, let's see what else is coming up for you. So hopefully you're also going to feel a change in your vibration, because he was desperate to get that message to you, even though you probably already know that. Okay. All right. So you're going to go in a different direction. And this really opens up a lot of doorways for you. Whatever you've been focused on doing for yourself, whatever, that is, it is going to be successful for you. So you don't have to worry about that. And sometimes we start something new. We're like, well, is it going to bring in the money that I need? Is it going to be this? And you got no worries about that at all. You have a lot of angelic support and help, and a lot of guides as well. I also see a connection with Egypt with you, Egyptian, and also the water. So a lot of ships, etc. In your past, connected to water. I'm also seeing butterflies as well. And I feel like this also indicates a lot of transformation. And also that you recognize that it's never your fault how someone else behaves. Okay? It's never our problem how someone does something. But it seems to me that, you do like to try to help people and fix things as well. Now, once you get through this little next section, so this month, you're doing a lot of things and you're staying very active, okay? You got a lot of things that you need to sort out this month. There you go. Okay, so you got a lot of things that you've got to sort out and do, okay? And after that, though, you go into this space where there's a lot of calm energy. If you're a Reiki master and stuff, you're going to probably figure out some new techniques that you can use as well. So you're only just beginning, even though if you've done it for a long time, you're only just beginning, because you're going to go into a new phase of energy. and new people that you're connecting with on your journey as well. So yeah, I do see the Asian master with you as well, sort of sitting quietly. And others as well, helping you to integrate new energies also. So you're on the right path, okay? And just making sure you're clearing off, from everybody else, white lighting the situation. But you're doing fantastic. Sorry about that energy coming in, but he was right there. I had to deal with it. And hopefully you feel free from now on. It might start to get even busier for you, okay? Beautiful. All right, thank you so much, Christy. All right. Finally, I'm going to do Helen Montoya. So, Helen Montoya, if you're there, you're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Helen. Okay, so Helen, what would you like tonight? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune in first, energetically, just try to help you and balance some things and see what messages come in. As you can see, for some people, there are loved ones that come, or maybe people that they're not expecting to comes in. But I'm also very open to see what happens as well. Okay, Helen. Let's have a look. All right, just going to clear this off too. Okay, Helen. Okay, so it seems like it's just a lot of achiness and soreness and physical stress going on. So we're just working on balancing some things up. Again, the top of your crown, it seems to be really shut. Okay, so we're just going to work on opening up all of the chakras above you. And a lot of information is coming in for you as well. Like, you're doing really well as you move up on your journey. I believe you told me at one point you were moving further north. I just feel a lot of strain in your back, okay, and across your shoulders. So we're just going to allow this to balance out. Middle of your back as well. Something shifts. Something has shifted already, though. Okay, Helen. Okay, Christy. I just think that it's got confused with, sorry, Helen, I've just seen this message here, and I think I've just got confused with Christy Bezant and Christy Wheeler. So, yeah, it's okay. I will do you after Helen, okay? Okay, Helen. All right, so try not to worry about anything, all right? There's just this need to just relax this energy. So that's why I'm just sitting here with this for a minute. I do feel that there's a female connected to you that is coming closer to let you know that she loves you and she's always with you. Again, this feels like a mothering, nurturing type of energy. I see a lady with dark hair that was a little bit grey in the top as well. And just letting you, she's letting you know that everything's okay and that you're very supported. I feel something with this lady in the neck area. Okay, so I'm getting from this particular lady that her body just sort of gave out on her. It was like a lot of things, I guess. And I don't think that she could understand at the end, or it seemed like she couldn't hear or understand what you were saying or the family, but she could. She wants you to know that she heard all the things that you were saying. Okay, as well. Standing all day, oh God, okay. Okay, all right, so just allowing this energy to come through, okay? A lot of healing to come through for you, Helen. So, Helen, does it make sense with this lady that I was just talking about? Your mom, okay. All right, so, yes, okay. So it's almost like her energy is, as I was saying to you, it felt like she couldn't communicate, but she could definitely hear what was going on. And she's very close to you, all right, very connected with you. And also really pleased with the way that you're going, like the journey that you've been taking and the things that you've been doing for yourself, lifting up your abilities, etc. Feels like she was really restricted in her life with what she could and couldn't do, right? But it's like love and a lot of relief as well. So she's sending love, and there's a lot of relief that you're doing so well. Okay, so always there. All right. All right, so let me I have a look at the crystal ball as well for you as well. I'm actually going to have a look at this. I'm going to have a look at this amethyst. Oh, sorry, everyone. Okay, I'm going to use the amethyst ball. I'm also going to use the smaller clear quartz as well. Okay. All right. So I'm going to look at this one first. So although the energy is a little bit like heavy right now because of all the new stuff and, new job and all the things that you're doing, you need to know that you're fully supported as you move into these next levels, and it's not always going to be this difficult. Okay. It's a feeling like you're very connected to the elements and elemental kingdom, and also dragons, etc. As well. They are watching over you, even if you're not connected with them. There will be probably a month or so where you're dealing with getting used to things, but then it starts to become very easy. I feel like you're going to get some kind of reward as well, or something coming up. A bonus, like a surprise, is coming forward for you as well. And there's an animal here too. I don't know if you got a new animal, but there's one close by. Dragon statue. Yeah, you're really connected and protected by them. Yeah, and even the clear quartz crystal is showing, you've got this hectic energy right now, but then it just starts to smooth out. I feel like you are, again, your abilities are lifting. You're bringing yourself into this new energy, and focused on, you're focused on one thing at a time, and that's what you needed to be doing. Focusing on one thing at a time and bringing into your energy a brand new, it's like a brand new way of doing things as well. And this is really going to work for you, okay? You're not stressing as much. You're letting things go. You're focusing on yourself. You're doing things for yourself, buying things for yourself, okay? And just keep your core really strong. So if you're standing up, try to hold yourself in and hold yourself tall as much as you can, to help support your back also. This feeling that achiness will settle itself down. And you'll get used to how things, are as well. But again, there's a lot of new things that are also coming into your life as well. Okay. Yeah, it'll get easier, okay? I really feel that way. All right. And, make sure that you're taking, also don't make excuses, and make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Okay, really make sure you do that. And don't just take time where you're going to clean the house and do all that work. You need to go off and do something by yourself. And it will really, really help you. Okay, strongly connected, etc. Okay. Thank you, Helen. Hopefully that was helpful for you as well. Okay. Now, what I've got here is, okay, so okay, so all right. Excellent. Thank you very much. All right. So what I'm going to do really quickly, so Christine Williams. Okay. I will do yours next. And I am going to go pee. So I don't know how this Christy Bazant came in. I don't know. Maybe I just got confused, okay? But I could see you before when you, so Christy W now. When you asked me before about whether it was showing up, I could see that. But I didn't see Christy Bazant, but she got hers as well. So Christy W, but I'm going to go to the toilet really quickly before that happens. So I've got my pajama pants on. I don't care. I'll be right back. Whew. And that's how I roll. All right, so. Okay, Christy Wheeler. I'm sorry, but maybe that other lady snuck in and just needed it. Okay. All right, so Christy, what can I help you with? What would you like me to tune in with, cards or just whatever? So just let me know. Whenever you're ready. Okay, Christy, have you got a question or something? Okay, you're ready. All right, so let me just tune in. Okay, let's go. Okay. Again, we're just being open to the angels helping. I get this feeling of fogginess and a lot going on energetically for you. So you are going through a lot of upgrades, etc. But I get this sensation of floating. So we're just going to bring you into your body, ground you into your energy. When something happens like at nighttime, a lot of us, are astral traveling and moving through different dimensions, etc. So there's a tiredness and exhaustion with you on a deep level. I'm also getting the hip on the left side, elbow, neck, back of the head, side of the head on the right, sensation in the knees and the top of the legs as well. Okay, so there's like overdoing. There's soreness here. And sinuses. Okay, so just really quickly, hopefully you're still listening, Christy, because I've been doing yours ever since you said anything, I'm ready. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that are going on, all right, and a lot of pressures, etc., that are happening. So just balancing this energy now. Also the shoulder here. Okay, so what I'm getting for you is that it's time to move forward in a new position for yourself. And you've been resisting this change. You've been trying to figure a different way around it, but there's only one way forward. And you do have the courage and the capacity to move ahead. And you may not think so, but, you are very protected and supported as you move ahead. All right, so it's time to leave whatever space you're in because it just feels like there's a lot of pressure pushing against you. I do feel a female energy. And this is not someone that's passed away. This is someone that is constantly full of drama and needy, always needing your help, always asking you for things, maybe even readings and all that sort of stuff. Oh, can you just see what the cards say? Or can you get a message for me or something like that? It's not a true friend. I just feel like there's a lot of your energy that's tied up in helping or being supportive and all of that, but there's not much there's not much given back to you, right? Especially from these other people. Okay. So there's not much given back to you. Make sure your slider's all the way to the right as well. I feel like there's something for you, Christy, where you need to change your position on something, whether it's the house or the vibration that you're allowing in, or other people's energy, or picking up other people's energy. You need stronger boundaries for yourself with regards to what you're going to do. So for example, with my work, there are a lot of people that feel that it's okay to just reach out whenever they're going through a drama and say, what do you think? What do you think about this situation? And they might have bought something once, So then it's like I've always got to be like, I want to help people, but when's enough, right? And this is the sort of thing that goes on with you, is that you feel you want to help everybody, and you want to do the right thing, and you want to focus on moving up in your abilities. You want to focus on what you want to do, and you keep getting interrupted by all these other tasks that have got to happen. And it's something that you set up for yourself, right? Because you don't want to be someone that everyone hates, or you don't want to be someone that's mean, or you don't want to come across that way. So you've kind of created this rod for your own back by being there all the time. And the angels are just saying that this is the reason a part of the reason for the exhaustion, besides all the work that you do. And also that you have to see yourself as likable even when you do stand your own grounds. It's like, it's really hard. I know this feeling because I've had it my whole life as well. When you've gone through things when you're younger, you want to be accepted, right? When you've gone through being rejected, you want to be accepted. And sometimes it's at your own detriment. I mean, every time it's at your own detriment. So there are people that are just really using you, and they use sentimentality, or they use that they've known you for a really long time as an excuse to just dump, okay? And I feel that this happens with you, and I feel really sad for you, because I feel the frustration inside of you, like, why is this happening, and why do they do this, and why me, But it's because in reality we set that up, right? We set ourselves up for that to occur. So as you move forward, and you start to really just protect, focus on where you're going, focus on development, because you have all these abilities as well, and you're developing things. Focus on really shielding yourself, and also don't feel like you need to answer every single time, and see what that does, right? See how that turns out, because if that connection starts to become nasty or spiteful, then you know that you're only good as long as you do. Excellent. Yeah. So that's what you do. Angels will help you to move forward. They will block the energies from getting at you, right? Placing you in a protective shield all the time. And once that shield is set up, okay, nothing can affect you unless you're letting it in. So that's a big lesson for all of us. Because we're like, why aren't the angels helping? This person's still at me, but we're letting them. Okay? And then you're going to connect with people that are more like-minded for you. If you let yourself do this, and if you let yourself be exactly how you are, no excuses, and see who's who in your life, because that's the big thing with this year, especially since 2020. It's all about seeing who's who in the world for us, right? And sometimes it's people that we would never suspect are actually there for us, and sometimes it's people that we expect to be there, just not doing it because they're all damaged or whatever, and it's your duty to look after them, or else you're a jerk, and that's not how it really is. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at the crystal ball for you as well, and I feel rose quartz is really good for you. So I'm going to do this. Okay. All right. Yeah. So the opportunity is expansive. You've got many opportunities coming up. All right. And this couple of little people are still in your way. All right. Don't let them be in your way anymore. I get this energy of a grandfather also for you. And I feel like this grandfather energy was actually quite religious, although spiritual at the same time. But it seems a lot like my own granddad in the sense that they're really religious, but doing their own thing, but nobody knew about it. And I'm getting dowsing rods as well for you. That it would be good if you learnt those things. If you don't do it already, it'll come naturally. And the clairaudience also. There's a lot of good news coming, okay? A package is coming that you might be waiting for. The sun is going to shine Okay, so there's the dowsing rods. Okay, that's going to connect you. As well. See, that's the ringing ears are mostly messages coming, okay? Sometimes it's on the left side, they say it's left is love and right is spite. But with the ringing in the ears now, it's more about ascension symptoms, okay? Receiving messages. Yeah. So the grandfather, I feel like this is your father's father, okay? The one that's coming in right now. And quite a large man and a gentle face, and his eyes are smiling even if he's not. It reminds me of my own granddad, actually. But a big wave of emotion has just washed over you recently. You've gone through a lot recently, and I feel like you've come to some realizations about yourself in this time that you've been doing this and working on yourself, right? So you've come to some realizations. Situations are changing for you as we speak, and you're definitely on the right track, but say no when you need to and feel the power that brings you. Once you make these little steps, on your spiritual journey, you start making these little steps and saying no and standing up for yourself and speaking when you need to and all that. It's like you unshackle the things that you were trying to get at. They weren't available to you while you're still doing the same stuff, and then you're able to open up into it and let go. So there's a lot of love coming for you, okay? A lot of situations are changing, and the vibration is shifting into higher gear. So you're going to have to be even more grounded than perhaps you were before. So by saying things like, I am grounded into the center of the earth and into the center of the universe. I am protected by the triple shield of protection. That kind of thing. Making sure that you're making those declarations. And also that, when you wake up in the morning, that you ground yourself again. And before you go to sleep, ground yourself as well. You'll feel a lot better. Excellent. Okay, you're doing it. It takes time. Just be patient with yourself, okay, as you start to see things unfold. It is important to say things 3 times because it does create an enchantment It creates magic, in other words. Declaring something 3 times creates magic. So might as well use it for your benefit as well. Okay. So thank you, Christy. Sorry about the confusion earlier. So there was another Christy in here, and she took your spot earlier, but that was needed as well. I appreciate everyone for coming in, and I will be here tomorrow night for Spin the Wheel, having a lot of fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys have enjoyed Divine Cafe this week. A lot of messages coming in. All right. Know that you all can do this as well. Okay. And I will talk to you all really, really soon. Lots of love. Many blessings. Bye for now.